Good evening, everybody. As always, welcome to the Focus TV. We're here today because we got a special episode. Got a, crazy people week, 48 hours until the NFL draft. We're going to next year. So we're going to take our crack at going through the first round using a draft simulator from Pro Football Network. That said, join as always, we got Octavia Wyatt, we got Raymond Lyons, Cardell W. Jr. We have Keith Archer joining us this evening, and I'm Wilson Tarpe Jr. But look, man, looking forward to this. Pretty much how this is gonna go. We obviously, you guys all know our respective teams, and I'm gonna just throw this in there for everybody. We now have 3 people that represent the NFC East on this panel.
Oh gosh!
So for Octavia and Ray, welcome your fellow division member, Keith, who happens to be a New York Giants fan.
Oh, I was surprised. I was going against Redskins. I'm sorry. We don't say that anymore. I'm sorry.
All season.
That's a fine. Just go ahead and find me now.
Don't come for us. Please don't come for us.
You talk about coming for us. You and I are good. We're good. We got nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like the 49ers since y'all took Nate Sudfeld off my hands, so I'm good.
Oh, wow.
See, why you got to beat? Like, we were good today. They had a good place. There was no reason to bring back trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already going through some things at that position right now. You can't bring that up. Like,
I mean, don't get me started on the coach. He's doing too much already, but you know.
Oh, you mean Mr. Rock, Paper, Scissors? You know
It's long. He's doing too much. He needs to just be quiet. Just be quiet somewhere and start doing something. I don't know.
We got Nate Sudfeld, but at least I know Kyle ain't out here talking about rock, paper, scissors. They're determining the QB depth chart. So there can always be worse. Shout out to Philly for that. Yeah. I appreciate you guys. There's always a lower bar somewhere. All right, so Cardell's going to run us through this. He's going to play a version of Goddell that people actually like. So it's kind of different. But yeah, we got the order set up. We're going to get the screen up, and let's get through this. And as always, we'll have the 9-4-50 breakdown a little bit later. Hopefully you guys, whatever team you end up picking for, hopefully you guys don't get too upset. Also, we'll see. We'll check in next week to see how it matches up with Thursday's craziness. That's it. Floor George, Cardell.
All right. Welcome to the Focus 2021 NFL mock draft. We're going to get started. Octavia, you're on the clock with the first pick. You got 2 seconds. Let's go.
2 seconds?
I'm joking.
Jesus. I mean, honestly, I should only need 2 seconds for this. The number 1 pick, as everybody pretty much knows, is going to be Trevor Lawrence to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm not mad at it. They need a quarterback. Everybody believes he's the best that's out there, so of course they're taking him.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and slot that in for you real quick. Trevor Lawrence is officially off the board.
All right. Moving on with the second pick to the New York Jets. Keith, you're on the clock.
With this pick, I think it's the consensus pick at this point. I got them going Zach Wilson. I know this guy is fresh. He's had his best year this last year. He had 2 rough years, his previous years. But you got to look at his games. He had 425 passing yards and 3 passing touchdowns, along with 2 rushing touchdowns in the game in that. So I think my favorite thing about him is he's a new style quarterback. His throwing ability and to play off the script is amazing. So I think the Jets get him with a new coach, and they're ready to start something new in New York.
Okay. And with the third pick to the 49ers, since Wilson's biased, I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you, Wilson. Raymond, you go ahead and take that pick. You go. I'm gonna save you.
Sir, I am locked in on the Falcons for selection.
All right.
Let's go.
All right, Raymond, you got the third pick.
All right, number 3, San Fran. I'm gonna go Justin Fields right here. His body work speaks for itself. He's got a great arm, elite athleticism. Both of those things will help transition to the NFL. And I think Kyle could do some really fun things with him.
Okay. Wilson, with the 4th pick to the Falcons, who do you have?
It's a tough one because you got random trades popping up. Talking about Julio might be available. Don't know what's going on down in Atlanta. They got some cap things going on within the next 2 years. But one of the things we do know that happened was Matt Ryan's contract did get kind of restructured, which means they can't move off of him in 2 years for sure. So I'm gonna go Kyle Pitts because just in case you move Julio, let's get let's get Calvin Ridley a new friend. So at least it's 2 of y'all out there. And then if Julio does get traded, you get another opportunity to add to you guys. And then, in a couple years, post Matt Ryan, they're walking into some weapons. And Kyle Pitts, a lot of people love him. Tight ends, a matchup nightmares for a lot of folks. 6'6", good route runner, can play off the top on the top shelf. Quarterback's best friend.
Okay. All right. The Bengals is up with the 5th pick. Octavia, back to you.
So for the 5th pick, I suspect that the Bengals probably going to have a little bit of a choice to make. Joe Burrow has already apparently stated that he really wants Jamar Chase to come so they can relive the glory days. But what he doesn't realize is that he probably needs somebody to make sure that he doesn't end up on the ground again. So for me, I would think that they would need to go for an offensive lineman. And my pick for that would be Penny Sewell. He's not, if he's not one, he's two. Top of the offensive tackles in the league. In college, coming into the league, one of the best prospects. And they know how much how important Joe Burrow is going to be to them going forward and how important it's going to be to keep him upright, especially coming off of the knee surgery. So I think it's a no-brainer. They need to protect him.
Okay. That'll work. The 6th pick goes to the Dolphins. Keith, you're up.
Well, you probably have the people who believe that they should build up with the chemistry back and go with Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle. But I think right here you go Jamar Chase. He was the Biletnikoff winner, which is for the best receiver. When he went against pro receivers the season he did play, such as A.J. Terrell, he had 200-plus yards with 2 touchdowns on him. When he went against Surtain and Trevon Diggs, he had 6 catches for 140 yards. So this guy has, against NFL talent, shown what he can do. You want to get Tua some talent right here. If you wanted to replace him, you would have stayed at 3. So clearly you want to give Tua an extra season. So you go out and get him an extra weapon. And Jamar Chase is on many people's boards, the best receiver.
All right. The Lions is up with the 7th pick. Raymond, who do you got?
Yeah, they got some choices to make. But I got Micah Parsons, linebacker from Penn State, going right here. He's possibly the best defensive player in the draft. He can wreak havoc in pass rush. I got great sideline to sideline speed. You can cover running backs and tight ends and even some wide receivers in the slot. They need a lot, but I think right there they can get a great impact player in Parsons.
Okay. The Panthers is up with the 8th pick. Wilson, who do you select?
All right. I know they went and got Sam Darnold, right? But they also didn't lock in that 5th-year option yet. That was one of those, we got you just in case nobody falls. As of right now, how we got this, Trey Lance is looking them in their eye. They could go Trey Lance. They get build their defense. But it's Matt Rule. And I think that's Joe Brady, the offensive coordinator now from LSU. I think you go get your quarterback and keep it moving. No disrespect to Sam Darnold. If you believed in him already, you would have locked in that 5th year already going into this draft. Give you some clarity already knowing. At least for me, I feel like they're kind of hedging their bets a little bit. Just in case Trey needs some time, you can let Sam ride this year, give him a year, and thank him for his services. He'll still be 24 after it's all done.
Okay. My beloved Broncos is up 9th. Octavia, hold me down, Octavia. Hold me down.
I feel so much pressure. Oh my gosh. Because I feel like there's a lot of different ways that you guys could go. Just depends on really what. This is why I hate drafts, is because I really can't ever tell what the front office really wants. I can only go off of what I think. I don't know if Drew Lock is the future. That's just me. And if you get to this point it's a little bit hard. Now, I will say I did not just pay attention because I just realized that Wilson just pulled Trey Lance because that's who I was going to pick for you guys. I apologize. But
you're fired, Octavia. Just forget it. You're fired.
I was sitting here looking at who I had to pick next, and I guess I zoned out for a second. I apologize. But I mean, like I said, they still have different options that they can go after. I feel like I don't think Drew Lock's the future, but I do think that they have some other options that they can look into as well. If I had to pick now, based off of what I have left, I can see them going for somebody in the secondary. I think that they need a talented secondary person as well. So I could see them going with J.C. Horn out of South Carolina. I think he'll be a good fit for Vic Fangio and the Broncos, and I think that he would definitely be able to assist them with their defensive needs.
Okay. All right, the Cowboys. Raymond's team is up. 10th pick. Heath.
It's so funny when we have to pick for each other's team.
Now, I
like how it worked out, though.
I just want to say real quick, Raymond, you're a heck of a guy. I have no complaints, sir. I appreciate your services. Thank you, sir. Let's speak it into existence. Great job.
All right, come on, Keith, return the favor, man.
I don't know if I can do that, you know.
It's a little harder when it's in the division. I don't know.
Don't let Jerry get in your business. You know how Jerry do.
But I think this pick is pretty set in stone, especially if this guy falls. I think Patrick Surtain, the second, is pretty inevitable at this pick. If he's good in zone, he ran a 4.4. He's been good against proven talent. You don't see teams target him a lot, and that's really what you want in a corner is for his like quarterbacks to not target his way. So I think they know they have to get defense. Dan Quinn's the new defensive coordinator, so they go out and get them a good corner to go across from his former teammate, Trevon Diggs.
Okay. All right. Yeah, return to the famous. New York Giants is up with the 11th pick. GM Raymond, what you got?
Oh, man. Yeah, I think protecting Daniel Jones has got to be a priority here. So I got him going Rashawn Slater from Northwestern. You know, he gives them flexibility, and they get to move Andrew Thomas back to the right side, which is his natural position. You know, and it's just in time for Saquon to come back. You know, give Daniel Jones some time back there to operate. He did have flashes last year. Let's see what he can do if, you know, he doesn't have 2-3 defenders in his face every down. So, yeah, just go ahead and shore up that offensive line and snatch up Slater right here. Because if Sewell's is number one, he's got to be number two as far as O-linemen go.
Okay, the Eagles is up at the 12th pick. Wilson. Oh, man. Who you at, man?
All right. Even though they over there playing rock, paper, scissors, I got faith that my guy Jalen can win enough 2 out of 3 battles to be the starting quarterback. Honestly, like, we know what it is, man. They need weapons. Like, it's not difficult. They need a lot of things, but one of the first things that jumps off is they're going through some things out wide. Like, you want the man to do stuff, and I'm looking out there, and they looking back at him. So get the kid some help. I guess the hard thing for me is choosing Waddle or Devontae. It's a really tough choice for me.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Right. Somebody
That's what they're doing anyway.
I think for me, as much as I like Waddle, who's y'all's new offensive coordinator, actually? Since you got a new coach. Nah? Okay.
I don't pay attention to them until the season starts. They can talk all that noise. They want to talk now. I can look it up for you, though, but go ahead.
Oh, boy. Javonte's a game breaker. Like, a freaking game breaker. And I love him. Jalen is amazing as well. That speed is crazy.
Make a decision, GM.
Hey, look, it's tough, man. You remember the last time they did this in real life, the Vikings was laughing after they picked. I'm trying not to have that happen right now.
It's too soon for that.
I'm sorry.
I'm still hurt about that.
You were upset, Phil. You be all right. I'm going Devontae. I'm getting somebody dealing where consistently going to be where he needs to be at all times. And again, they got nothing to knock Jalen Waddle, but we got going through some things. There'll be some more speed options later. Give somebody old reliable, right? Because kid needs help.
Okay. Chargers is up with the 13th pick, Octavia.
I first like to say I appreciate you. So I would have picked as well. So she was a little bit taller, but you know how that is. Los Angeles Chargers. I feel like their biggest need is going to be protecting their new gem that they found in Justin Herbert. They developed him so well in the one season that they've had him, and I just can't imagine them not protecting him as they're going forward, because a lot is on tape now, so a lot of people are going to know, what they're planning. So definitely, I feel like they need to go after a tackle, and I think that they'll go with Christian Darrisaw from Virginia Tech. He's among tackles, with at least 300 pass protection snaps. He's reliable, somebody that's going to be there to keep your quarterback upright. So if I were them, that's the way I would go.
Okay. That's real. Makes sense. The Minnesota Vikings, 14th pick. Keith, who do you believe is the best fit?
The best fit here, I mean, especially with a guy like Waddle, and then you found a gem in Justin Jefferson last year. You don't want to pass on that, but you kind of have to when you got Kirk Cousins. You don't want to see him on his back, and especially when you've got Thielen, I think you can milk some years out of him. So I think they go Elijah Vera Tucker out of USC right here. He played both guard and tackle, and they need help at both guard and tackle. So they have that flexibility to where if whichever one is showing more weakness throughout the season, he can play. He's a plug and play kind of guy. So this guy will fit the Viking scheme perfectly.
Okay. Belichick up with the 15th pick. He's putting it in your hands, Raymond. Who you got?
He's probably going to pick somebody we never heard of and turn him into a Pro Bowler. But I got him going Mac Jones right here. To be perfectly honest, just the insurance policy for Cam and getting a talented QB at this point to groom and develop, to be their guy for the future.
Gotcha. Cardinals, 16th pick. Yeah, Wilson, you gotta help the team that's trying to beat y'all in your own division. Come on. Life sucks, man. Life ain't fair sometimes.
It really ain't. So what's left here? Otto's just sitting right there. Lord.
Trying to get tough, ain't it?
Even though Waddle's right there, I'm thinking JOK because their defense has some holes in it. And he's the type of dude that can help in this conference. Because what you got D-Hop, you got Christian Kirk. Man, it's Cliff. He probably won't try to go guns blazing on the way out. I'm taking Jalen Waddle, even though that's the last thing in the world I want to see.
Okay, the Raiders is up with the 17th pick. Octavia.
I think that number one, their biggest focus is going to be defense for them. I think they can go a couple of places, just depending on, again, what they feel like is the biggest need for them. But I can see them getting some help back there in the secondary on the safety. And I can see them picking up Trayvon Morik from TCU. I think he'll be a good fit back there with Abrams and hopefully, give them a good core that they can depend on back there. So that's the way I would go for them.
Miami, 18th pick. Keith, who you put with them?
Oh, I do. I personally do a lot of mock drafts myself, but this one in particular has this guy ranked really low, but I think he's arguably the best defender left on the board or even in the entire draft. I got Jalen Phillips out of Miami. He is a freak of nature. He had an amazing pro day. His tape, although he had 3 concussions that forced him to retire, he came back and he played like no other. He's a killer in the pass game. He's shown flexibility when he had to help in the run game. They just lost Kyle Van Noy, so you want to have some help off of the edge, and this is the perfect guy to do it.
Okay, let's do it. All right, The hometown Washington football team with the 19th pick. Come on, Raymond. A lot of people are counting on you. Come on.
Man, I think they go Rashad Bateman right here, wide receiver out of Minnesota. Great route runner, steady hands. He's will be a great addition to that core with Scary Terry and Curtis Samuel, and just give Fitzmagic another weapon, spray that thing out a little bit.
Okay. Chicago Bears, 20th pick. Man, yeah, they need a lot. Wilson, go ahead, work your magic.
I'm laughing because I can hear Rob getting mad at me right now in my head, like right now. Lord knows they need one of these things, but we're not taking those with the 20th overall pick. We got to be adults, even though they refused to do so with the quarterback department for quite a while. Defensively, I don't like a lot of the things there. There's Khalil Mack, and there's a Fuller, and Eddie Jackson. They've had more people on defense leave than come in the past couple seasons. I want to get them a good corner. I know Vic isn't there anymore. I think Greg Newsom's one of those guys where some people kind of overlook him because he's kind of solid at everything, but usually leads to you just being a good player. And of course, you got to be pretty good to be making noise at Northwestern. So give him a corner.
Okay. Indianapolis on the board, 21st pick, Octavia.
So I hope they don't get anything because they took Carson. I just don't want them to do good. It's just my thing. But I think that they are really looking for a defensive edge player. I would have went with Jalen Phillips, so I think that was a great pickup there. But if he's not on the board at that time, I would go for Kwity Paye. I think that he's the next biggest, number on the board as far as that position. And I think with everything they're doing on their offensive side, they're going to try to start to pay attention a little bit more to the defensive side.
Okay.
All right, so we got through 21 picks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's fun watching y'all mess up my draft board while I'm picking, even though I don't know what team I'm picking for. Thoroughly enjoying it. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, we're going to continue. Again, all things NFL draft tonight. We got the 9-4-50 breakdown coming a little bit later, but we will return. You're watching the Focus TV. But we're back. We're going through the first round of NFL mock draft. I think, Cardell, you know who's next, so let's get to the 22nd pick.
Keith, Tennessee, 22nd pick. Who do you have?
This one I was scared the Colts was going. The Colts was going to take it from me. But this guy, he's had some injury history, so that's why he's fallen here. But take injuries out, and this guy's most likely the best corner. I think they go Caleb Farley. You lost Malcolm Butler. You lost Adoree Jackson. This defense has a lot of holes, but you can't go out there just putting anybody in front of receivers. So you've got to get a surefire cornerback one, and if this guy can be healthy in the league, he can pan out to be one of the top corners in the league with his amazing speed, and his physicals are just like no other.
Okay. The New York Jets, the 23rd pick. Raymond, you're up.
Yeah, man, Tennessee kind of messed me up right here because I was going to take Farley with this pick, but I'm going to go Travis Etienne from Clemson. Dual threat running back, explosive on the ground, can catch the ball out the backfield. Just adds another dynamic component to that offense.
Okay. Pittsburgh, 24th pick, Wilson.
All right, some Steelers fans might be mad at me, but y'all been throwing the ball way too much, and that's why y'all look the way you do. I'm giving you Najee Harris. Get back to some balance. Get you an RB1 and enjoy your life. That arm looked like it's about to fall off. Let him hand the ball off something.
Jacksonville, 25th pick is up. Octavia. And you're muted. Go to Wilson.
My bad. I didn't even mute myself last time. We did it on its own. But anyway, I think they could go a couple places. You know, they could definitely look at a wide out. It's a wide receiver heavy draft. So that could happen. I think it just depends on who they feel like is the best available that's remaining at that when they get to 25. But I think a big need that they'll have is like offensive tackles. So I will go with Jalen Mayfield here from Michigan. Again, you're getting a brand new quarterback. You want to make sure that you can keep them, and we know how hard it is down there in Jacksonville with that. We saw that when Nick Foles went down there, and they thought everything was sweet. Didn't land so well. So I definitely think that's probably where they'll go.
Okay. The Cleveland Browns, 26th pick. Keith, it's on you.
This was hard because you got JOK sitting right there. You got Ojolari sitting right there. But ultimately, I think they come out with Barmore out of Alabama because they just lost Sheldon Richardson, which is a big loss, especially, I mean, you replace him with Clowney, but Clowney's coming off the edge. You need a guy who can replace him in the middle. They said they would take him back, but if you can get a guy like Barmore, who in my opinion is much better on a rookie deal, that can shore up that defensive line, and I think the signing of John Johnson really made it to where their secondary got that much better. So they go Barmore here.
Okay. Another local team, Baltimore Ravens, 27 pick. Raymond, Lamar needs some help, man. You man out, man.
Yeah, man. No, that's kind of my thought pattern here. So I got them going Kadarius Toney, a wide receiver from Florida right here. You know, he gives them another weapon. He's a deep threat, can stretch the field. And, yeah, man, it's time for Lamar to get something explosive there, just so we can see what he's fully capable of.
Next up, the New Orleans Saints, 28th pick. Wilson, it's on you.
Oh, man. We know they still got a young boy, Lattimore, out there. You know, you got Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who is a dynamic slot out there. The problem is I can't tell you who plays on the other side. I'm going to try to help them with that. This is a guy, some people might be shocked I'm taking him here. I think people are going to shy away from him because of what happened with his brother in the league. They're not the same player. 6'2" corner shouldn't move like that. I'm going at Fitu Melifonwu. Look, man, you see how these wide receivers are growing these days. Go get you something that can look them eye to eye, move with him a little bit. The kid has no issue tackling. It hurts me giving him to the Saints, but we're supposed to be non-biased here, right?
Green Bay Packers up with the 29th pick. Octavia.
I think as long as they don't get a quarterback, it should be fine. You know how that worked out last year. Yeah. But I mean, I think that they are pretty. I mean, they're all right. I feel like at this point, like when we get to here, like they're gonna start looking at what's best available until they really get into the meat of what they really feel like they need going forward. I think one of their needs could possibly be a cornerback. You know, I know they have some good ones back there, but they still need a little bit of help. So I would think that they would go with Greg Newsome out of Northwestern. I think that he could possibly fit in well with them and get them the help that they need back there.
I think I messed it up. I took Newsome earlier. Yeah. Sorry about that.
When?
I took early.
At 20.
Yeah, I took
I missed it. It's so hard when I'm trying to follow my schedule. I apologize.
No, you good.
I'll tell you, your scout. What's up with your scouts? Come on, man.
Well, then I would go with okay, I'll pick this is probably like a biased pick a little bit because I like him a little bit, but I don't know if he would ever go this high or at this point. I would say Asante Samuel Jr. out of UCF. Of course, his dad, like that's why I said I'm a little bit biased. But the apple can't fall too far from the tree, so yeah.
Asante Samuel Jr. Yeah, we really getting old. It's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Man, Samuel Jr.
That y'all hit me, man. Yeah,
Sertan's son in this draft. Who else got kids in this draft?
It's getting crazy.
J.C. Horndad played in the league.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
See, it's getting crazy, man.
Lorenzo Neal's son in this draft.
All right, with the 30th pick, Buffalo. Keith.
Their
They
biggest
need me on the verge.
I got you. Their biggest need is edge right now, and I think they've got to find somebody who can bring pressure. Their cornerbacks are good for now. I think they go Azeez Ojulari. This guy, they don't really need much help in the run game. They're fine there, but they just could not pressure nobody without blitzing them. So you get a pure pass rusher right here. I think he did have some problems with his knees, but Ojulari is still a phenomenal pass rusher, and he can provide great help for a team who's looking to put pressure on maybe the best quarterback in football, Mahomes, to get to the Super Bowl.
Okay. And the Ravens with the 31st pick, Raymond once again. Jamal still need help.
All right, so we got Lamar receiver. And they just lost Orlando Brown, so let's show up that O-line. I'm gonna go Samuel Cosme right here.
Okay.
From Texas. I think he'll be good opposite Ronnie Stanley. It's never a bad idea to replace something of value that you lost.
I understood. Well,
yep.
Are we going to 9-4-50 or are we going to continue?
What's it called? We were just at 31. We still got the Bucks, right? Or did I miss that?
Yeah. All right. So I'm just making sure. I thought we were about to go to break. All right, Tampa Bay
we're
Bucks.
going right after Tampa Bay. I got you.
All right.
What's it called? It's Tampa Bay. Let's give them something they don't deserve for no reason at all. Let's see. What's something that allows the rich to get richer? JOK just sitting here, right?
Yeah.
He's just sitting here for the heck of it. Here's another thing that just sitting here looking at it. We got Terrace Marshall just sitting here. What's something Tampa Bay doesn't need? I'm talking about just at all. Just doesn't need it at all.
That's tough.
They've got a good roster.
Right.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I was sitting there thinking too.
They need.
Who's behind Tom?
Nah, that's what I was gonna say. You can go quarterback here.
Yeah, I was like, who's behind him?
The bottom of the first. That's true. We could go quarterback.
Blaine Gabbert is the backup.
Lord.
Pick somebody.
Kellen Mond, I choose you. You're gonna get an opportunity, man. That's all I got for you.
Learn behind Tom.
Man, somebody got to sit there, but Blaine Gabbert is an option. It's a dark place. So we got through our first mock. We're gonna go to 9-4-50 when we get back. Do something a little bit more fun. Have it go a couple rounds with our prospective teams. So we have the whole NFC East except Washington over there picking, because I guess that's all we're missing here is a Washington fan. And
where are they?
I'll pick for San Fran and Moonlight for the Broncos as well. But 9-4-50 breakdown, got a fun one. Jamal Hayward this week. Let me find the video first, so that would help. This week is a really fun one. Penny Hardaway spin. Penny Hardaway spin into a step back. Everybody knows this move that we're talking about. You can pretty much picture it. Just in case you've never seen it, Jamal got you.
Today we're going to break down Penny Hardaway's spin move. We're going to break down the details of doing the spin move correctly, showing the step back part of the move, showing you how it's all set up, and we're going to utilize it both ways. So I'm going to start off attacking towards my left. So you can start off with behind, cross, it doesn't matter, attacking to your left. So if I go in and out cross, I'm going to spin move. So the last dribble, pound with that left step, and then I hit on his right foot. So I pound here, complete the spin all the way around. Now when I'm doing that, I'm keeping the ball in my left hand. So here, keeping the ball in my left hand, complete the spin all the way around. Not a half spin, all the way around. When I take this pound here, and this left step, I'm going to throw my shoulders some more. From here, then I hop back into my shot, okay? That's my step back right there. So I'm here. Look out the knee. Up. you're not switching it to the left hand. Since I'm spinning with my right hand, you're not switching to the left hand early. Keep it in the right. If you switch to the left hand early, your back is to the defense. You can't see what they're doing. They can just poke it out of your hand. So, keep it here. Not back. Shot. Today we're going to break down Penny Hardaway spin move. We're going to break down the details of doing the spin move correctly. Showing the step back part of the move. Showing you how it's all set up. And we're going to utilize it both ways. So, I'm going to start off attacking towards my left. So you can start off with behind, out cross. It doesn't matter. Attacking to your left. So if I go in and out cross, I'm going to spin move. So the last dribble, pound with that left step, and then I hit off this right foot. So I'm down here, complete the spin all the way around. Now when I'm doing that, I'm keeping the ball in my left hand. So here. The ball in my left hand, complete the spin all the way around, not a half spin, all the way around. When I take this pound here, and this left step, I'm going to throw my shoulders some more. From here, then I hop back into my shot, okay? That's my step back right there. So I'm here, look out the lead, up, shot. Other way. Now I'm attacking to my right. So that's the breakdown of the move. Again, make sure with that spin move, the ball's not exposed yet and you're not switching it to the left hand. Since I'm spinning with my right hand, you're not switching to the left hand early. Keep it in the right. If you switch to the left hand early, your back is to the defense. You can't see what they're doing. They can just poke it out of your hand. So, keep it here. Not back. Shot.
All right, as always, we want to thank Jamal Hayward for knocking out the 9-4 breakdown. Apologies for a little bit of the technical difficulties. All right, so now we're going to reset the mock. You guys get to pick for your respective teams. All right, Cardell is on you. The computer is going to go ahead and take their, they're going to pick for the teams we're not picking for. But here we go. Let's get this started, see what happens.
Oh, wow.
Reject.
Okay, we're gonna start. We're gonna start with you on this one, Wilson. Since your team involved.
Man, where we at? I'm cool with that trade, so I'm gonna fall back. I'm all right with that trade.
Okay.
It's because they don't need a quarterback, So this, however,
hey, they wildin'.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take Trey here and go on with my life. And
Come on, man. Go ahead. It's on you, Wilson. I'm gonna let you do this.
All right. So on behalf of Cardell's Broncos, we are not accepting this trade. We're not doing it. We want value. So no Green Bay.
Oh gosh.
Cardell, I'm gonna consult with you. How do we feel about this?
I don't trust Belichick, man. He be
I don't either.
Okie doke, man.
I feel like you're supposed to hang up the phone when you call.
Yeah, accept it. Go ahead, accept it.
Accept it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So,
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm taking gotta take Surtain the second right here. I mean that secondary's been Swiss cheese for years, man. Gotta do something about that.
Trayvon Diggs getting somebody familiar, you know. Always a good thing.
Okay. Oh.
Nah, I ain't going back that far.
How about this one, sir?
I ain't never traded inside my division.
Yeah, division?
Oh my goodness.
This one's pretty easy for me, man. I think people overlook it. The old offensive line's been bad, but our coaching staff is pretty okay with what we've got now. If Golladay goes down, we're right back where we were last year, plus Saquon. So I think you go Devontae Smith right here. He's, in my opinion, I ignore all the weight concerns and everything. His release is my favorite part about him. He does a move where he dips when the cornerback tries to press him, and that gets him every time. And he's doing something right.
Gotcha. Octavia?
Yeah, the answer is no.
All right, you want to see the next? Oh, how about that?
I can accept it. Let me see what happens.
Okay, look at everybody being prudent.
Okay.
No,
we're good.
All right.
We doing too much.
No.
Y'all doing too much now.
They really think y'all dumb over there.
I was like, all right, y'all doing a lot now. Obviously, I would have took Devontae Smith. I definitely feel like our biggest need is what it's been the last however many years. I feel like it's been. I don't feel like we've had a number one wide receiver in 5-6 years. Like, I don't know who. So if it's not Devontae, just like Wilson was going back and forth, it would be Jalen Waddle.
Okay.
The Panthers took him from you.
Yeah.
Hey, I am tripping today, young. I don't know where my mind is.
Hey, draft week does that to folks. I get it. Okay.
I was just so sure of myself too. Terrible. You know, I'll go ahead and take Rashad Bateman.
Okay.
We need a wide receiver. That is definitely clear.
They want your picks again.
No. No.
So we back with the 15th pick. Denver Broncos on the clock. This is what you got. You know, I don't know how you feel about your man Drew Lock. You got Mac right there. You feel like that's lateral.
Yeah, Wilson. Go ahead.
You said what? Go ahead, do that. Y'all got confirmation? You said yeah?
I think he's frozen. Oh, wait.
Okay. Nah, he coming back.
Oh, there we go.
I'm happy I ain't hit the button. You said go Mac? Confirming?
You hear me?
Y'all heard him? You know, I do now.
Yeah, go with Mac.
Okay. That is fun. That is fun. All right, this one's gonna get the round two. So some of the trades y'all made, you know, you get your pick in this next round. That's funny. Caleb Farley went to the Saints.
That's a good pick for him.
Oh,
it
gosh.
really is. The Eagles.
I'll tell you.
Nah, we rejected. We need to pick some more people up.
Okay. So, yeah. Right,
nah.
reject both of them.
Can I get a look? Yeah. Can I get a look at the defense? I need to, my brain's not working today.
For sure, you good. Any specific position?
I would really like a cornerback. I really feel like that's our other Achilles heel. We need somebody on the other side of Darius Slay, and I need Darius Slay to get his life together because all that hoopla he did last year did not turn into anything this year, okay? I was so excited, and then, yeah. So I'm going to go with Kelvin Joseph. I believe we need a strong cornerback.
Okay. I like that pick. Oh, man, that's not enough to make me move.
Can't trade with them?
I keep saying, can't trade with you. Just can't do it. In the division. Take a page out of Keith Wood. No. All right, this is what we got on the board. Win offense already. I'm going to be selfish if he's gone. See, I'm hurt. I wanted Terrace Marshall, but he's no longer here with us. because the Jets hate me. I'm gonna do something not too popular. I want offensive line, like that, because some people up there are not that good. It might be early for him, but I know he could play center and guard. Actually, I'm gonna go with Alex Leatherwood. Actually, he's comfortable in a couple different places. Nothing too flashy, just solid.
Nah.
Okay. Said no to that one. That's a no. Yeah.
And they stopped trying to offer like 7th round picks. It'd be crazy. Like, definitely gonna stick with the old line. I'm gonna take best available. Because we need part of the reason why Locke looks like bad Brett Favre sometimes is because we don't really have the best offensive line, and he's running for his life, and he's just trying to get the ball out. So yeah, go with best available offensive lineman.
We're going to take Trey Lance's, I think, left tackle, Dylan Redunds.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Y'all can offer these ugly trades, man.
That's the nigga give me right here. I know what I'm doing.
You know exactly what you want right here.
Yeah. All right. This is a guy I would be okay if we took at the 11th pick and go Jalen Phillips right here.
I knew that.
We definitely need edge, right? And Jalen Phillips is a monster. I was so scared he was going to go, but he fell.
Yeah, you almost got him exactly where they projected. So, I mean, that's not bad at all, sir. Not bad at that at all. It's just because it's the Saints. I got to say no. I'm sorry. Principalities just can't do it. I know I went with quarterback. Already went offensive line, so I feel a little bit good about that. I like Michael Carter a lot. It's just a little too early for me. Do something a little bit unpopular. Look at edge. He was here. All right, I'm taking Boogie Basham. One of the guys where kind of gets overlooked a little bit, but in the class where you got the guys with like super duper, like superhero potential, then you got the guys that are good but have no plan when they rush. I like guys with a plan. I like that. Right?
Nah. Let's see what we got in regards to linebackers.
Here you go.
We can go Browning.
Okay.
Got to get somebody in there to replace the recently departed Sean Lee.
Oh, he retired, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back to the Broncos. Cardell, the Ravens really want you to take this trade.
No, player, nah.
Jeez.
I'll be really.
They're very persistent.
Is there a certain position you're looking for? So pull it up.
Go to safety. You see go with the safety.
I got you. I think Trayvon Morway just left. You got Richie Grant from UCS. Nasir Deline from Florida State. Javon Holland. You got some options.
I'm going to go with Grant. We definitely need help on the defense. The no-fly zone. Well, yeah, no-fly zone we used to have. Long gone. Trying to get that back. Thanks to Elway.
I take you back on the clock, and the Bengals still want to give you a 69th pick.
No thanks. I'll pass.
All right.
Another one, yeah. I'm looking at. I'm going back and forth between two. I know defense. Can I see defense?
Sure.
Defensive ends.
Yep. There you go.
And then can I see linebackers?
Sure. There you go.
I feel like it's got to be one of those two. I feel like we got to plug it up some. I'm going to go best available. Jabril Cox, I could do that.
Okay. I actually like that pick. Don't tell anybody.
Oh, I will tell the world.
Actually like something y'all did.
I know. That's what I'm going to tell the world.
Hopefully it doesn't happen in real life because I kind of like the pick. I actually have no issue with it.
Oh, my gosh. Somebody write this down.
I mean, it's here, you know. Whoever tunes into this is the only proof. After that, we can rotate. We back, Cardell.
Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna leave it at Elway. I'm gonna leave it to Elway. He said accepted. So.
What's our counter in these days? Be like,
hey, you gonna get mad because they about to look at you how you looking at them. No. Go ahead, Ray.
Like, stop asking me questions then.
Let me see. We still got an O-line.
Yes, sir.
You know, need some insurance there.
Tackle, guard, center.
Would
you like, sir?
Let's go old tackle.
Okay. Your options right here.
We could do Jalen Mayfield from Michigan. Big guy, nice strong hands. He can move up and down the line as well. You know, with like last year, their O-line was ravaged by injury, so a nice plug-in guy will do.
All right, and then we're gonna follow that up by your fellow division rival here.
You know, I was kind of happy he didn't take him. I was scared when you showed him the center, Landon Dickerson. This guy, he's a Giants fan. I actually grew up a Giants fan, so getting him, I would take him in the second. Getting him in the third is amazing. He is a hog molly at its finest, so I'm fine with this pick.
That's 2 times you were happy what was left on the board for you, huh?
Hey, fall right into my lap.
The board talking to you. Octavia, the Ravens want to give you their 94th pick yet again. They will not stop calling.
I know. No, I'm good.
I'll reject that one for you. Yeah.
Thanks. We don't like playing them. They always beat us, so I don't want to help them either. I'm gonna go a little left field just because it's a draft and I just want to do crazy stuff. Let me see the running backs.
Got you.
I know this will probably never happen, but again, I'm just picking because I felt like it. I'm gonna go best available because as well as Miles Sanders does, I've never really been sold on the people behind him. That's just me. I just feel like that we've been searching for another. Jesus, I can't even remember his name now. He's been gone for a little while. Little running back, basically. I feel like that's all we look for. Sproles, yes, that's Sproles. I feel like that's all we've been trying to do with Boston Scott, Wendell Smallwood, all of these little itty bitty people. So I've never really been sold on them. I don't mind them being little, but I need them to be good, in my opinion. So yeah.
So we're saying you want Kenneth Gainwell?
Why not?
Okay. Cardell's back on the clock. So we're ending after this round. So
reject.
What position you looking for at the moment?
Go to defense edge.
Go right there.
Yeah, because Vaughn, my man. But the injuries been piling up the last couple of years. So we taking best available Jordan Smith, man. We got to get some depth up there, man. Even if he is healthy, if they get banged up, we short. We don't have a lot there.
Not mad at that at all. All right, is that going to get us out the third round? Not quite. The Cowboys are back again.
We don't want the 118th pick or the 141st pick. Definitely don't want none of that.
What you looking for here, man?
Let me see. We went defensive secondary. We went linebacker. We went O-line. Oh man.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a GM.
Yeah, like
what? That's just for fun. This is too stressful.
Let me see defense.
I got you.
You can't never have enough help on that side.
Oh, there you go. That's the technically the big board on defense for everybody. It's available according to this ranking system. Oh man. So funny.
I'm gonna go with Ellerson Smith, man.
Okay. Go edge. Gotcha. And I think that will do it actually for us this evening. Got out the third round. I'm sure you guys feel okay about the people you picked. I know Keith was ecstatic about the folks that fell around on his board. He was like, "Who? Jalen Phillips not supposed to be here? No, not you. Oh, Landon? he's here too. So you felt good. I know we got through the first round where everybody didn't pick for their respective teams, but it was fun. Draft week's a crazy week. Want to hang back and enjoy the craziness with you guys. We hope all your respective teams do their best to kind of hope you guys.
I don't believe you when you say that.
Okay, so hold on real quick. I mean it because it has no bearing. I really hope everyone's teams does, they like what their teams do for at least Thursday. I probably don't mean it following Thursday.
All right, I agree with that.
For everybody, is that fair?
That's fair. That's the fairest it could be. I appreciate that.
You just had to poke a hole in that. I knew you.
Especially if it's in the NFC West.
You know, I'm here for that.
None of y'all got teams in that division, so it's cool. Y'all know the rules. And I hope they all miss on their picks. I'm sick of people coming that division with capes on. It's annoying. I just want to rest one day. Every year. Like it's crazy. Like when Keith was sitting here watching players fall to him, I'm looking at Seattle. They got like 3 picks. 2 of their 3 picks going to be people that had no business being there. Just because that's the life I live. I know it. They're gonna go 2 for 3 and get like 2 top 100 players because that's life. Why not? They go 0 for 6 when they got 7 picks. They'll probably go 2 for 3 this time. But we enjoyed it. It was fun having Keith on. Definitely enjoyed you being here with us this evening.
Thank you.
As always, thanks for tuning into the Focus TV for the rest of the week. We got Wizards Outlook as always. We'll have Mystics Outlook coming soon because the WNBA season is getting close to starting. So we'll be back more of our regular show next week. We'll obviously talk about the draft a little bit, but we'll be back with WNBA, the Wizards, DC United, all that good stuff. And as always, get over to finestmag.com. And we'll see you guys next week. You guys have a great one.